what you know now, what would you have changed or done differently for your business?
Yeah, I mean, like Matt said, I've been in the business in final expense for 9 years now, and I mean, just been doing Medicare full-time probably for just over a year. And so knowing what I know now, I would definitely have been doing both for the entire 9 years, just simply because definitely for Medicare Advantage, the FE clientele is normally the Medicare Advantage clientele. It's the same people, same house, same family members. And so I know for the 8 years that I didn't do it, that I just missed out on clients, extra business, tons and tons and tons of money. I would be like Adam Howard or Moon Gia or this guy here, and I'd be able to sit at the beach all year and just get paid if I would have done that at the very beginning. And so that's definitely something I would have done. And now, even today, what I pulled from today is I need to jump on the hips. That's something I'm missing out on in Medicare appointments, where maybe the person's in the best situation they can be in, but they don't have the hospital indemnity plan. I'm going to be pushing that really hard because I know there's thousands of dollars right there that I've been just really walking away from because either I didn't feel like adding more onto the sale or whatever the case may be, didn't want to ask for the money or whatever, or maybe I just didn't know how to build it as well as he taught us how to build it. And so that's definitely something I'm going to be really focusing on every Medicare appointment, asking them about that. So that's definitely something I would do.
Cool, thanks. For me, a couple things. Number one, I wish I'd met Matt sooner. Because you guys are here in this room, which is great, but I ran into a bunch of people that said they would teach you or do this and do that. A lot of waffling around, wasting time. When I met Matt, I don't know how he does it, but a lot of things he does, they seem to work out. Speaking on that, won a trip to Europe. I never would have done it without their help, ever. I can promise you that, that's for sure. So we went to a trip to Europe. I just changed gears because the second thing for me that I would have changed and started earlier was doing something residually like ACA or Medicare. That's, what you said. So important is to add that on, whether it's ACA or Medicare or both, but definitely for me, I would have added that way before instead of waiting around, even though we're doing well with final expense, but it's that much more important to add that residual income for your business. And then you can add the hips and other stuff that goes along with it. So those two things were important for me, and that's what I would do if I was you.
Well, I'm only a little over a year into this, so I would have gotten into the business a whole lot sooner. But that's about it. Been building this for years. Just when I first heard about it a little bit over a year ago, it sounded too good to be true. And I took probably 3 weeks to research and talk to people all over the place to find out if it was real, and made up my mind that I'm going to be an insurance man now, and a year later I'm sitting at almost 600 clients. So yeah, just getting into it sooner.
Yeah, I would have joined 360 sooner. I was in the business now for technically in the business for about 2.5 years, but the first year I was wasting time with another organization. They weren't training me, they weren't helping me. They weren't helping me with leads, nothing, right? And that's around the time that I met Adam. I think I'm one of Adam's first disciples. And when he did that and explained with that over the phone with me, it blew me away, right? So I guess getting with 360 faster would have been better. But when it comes to the process that Adam taught me in the last 1.5 years, I would have changed nothing. Everything he says works. And in the last 1.5 years, I've been able to accrue I have 550 active clients now. So in the last 1.5 years, nothing. But yeah, I would have definitely started earlier, for sure.
Yeah, life-changing things, and some of these guys again are adding to their business. So Saul final expense trip winner, right? We're all in Europe traveling. Where did we go? I think Vienna and
Austria, Hungary.
Hungary. We were all over the place winning these trips. And, so he was a good final expense agent. And then he added to his arsenal. So, that's another thing that a lot of these guys are starting to do or have already started to master is adding new products. You know, final expense superstar over there, now he knows Medicare, you know, and so everybody, and we talked about this in the room yesterday, you know, about maybe adding some ACA and adding this to the arsenal. But let me ask you.
One more thing, just kind of what they mentioned earlier in the previous speakers.
Oh, sorry.
The last thing is just like they've said, and I'll reiterate it, and like I said, I'm doing it myself, is just take action. Don't just sit here, retain the information, get the ideas, get all the gold nuggets that people dug deep in holes for, and take them, put them into action. I don't care if it's one thing, I don't care if it's everything. Write down a plan, write down your goals, and implement it however you see best in your business. But take the action. Don't just retain the information and keep it for a sunny day, because the sunny day won't come. So.